Before you pull the tape up, Chris, let's talk about my man Josh Blackwell. Hey guys in the chat, let me know what you thought of Josh Blackwell. I thought he put in a couple of really solid games when he had to go out there and play. It was basically they were down on the roster as far as corners went. And I can remember one game in Buffalo, he balled his ass off. He really balled his ass off. And it's a couple of things in this video that I'm about to show you guys that attracted the team to Josh Blackwell. I think Josh Blackwell was in Philly, might have been in Philly, might have been in Arizona. I can't remember right now, but they scooped him off the practice squad, and he's got this kind of I think he's got some Napoleon going on with him. He's a shorter guy, but he won't be denied, man. This dude right here is a baller. I'm telling you, he is a baller. Kyler Gordon is a really good football player. He's a really good cornerback. He's going to be a great slot. But this dude is going to be on his ass on a regular basis in practice. I'm telling you right now. Josh Blackwell can play nickel corner. He's got the feet. He's got the awareness. He's got the ability to transition. And that's the key. When you play a nickel, you have to be able to transition. That route could go either way when you're sitting in that much space. And so you have to be able to transition with your hips and be able to flow with what you see. Your feet need to be able to match and mirror what you see in front of you, man. So he's got the ability with his hips and his feet at the same time. And he's got knowledge now with the year under his belt, a solid year under his belt. So expect whatever you saw last year to be even better when you see him again this year. What do you guys got anything on Josh Blackwell?
Nah, man. Like you say, he just had a solid year. To say that he just came in and he played solid, man. Like I see those fluid hips, man. Easily able to, keep up with the wide receivers. And like you say, he might have that Napoleon complex, man. Where he has that small frame, man, but he's not afraid of anything. He's like a little pit bull, the short pit bull, the little short one.
Yeah,
he'll still bite your ass. That's what he is, man. He said that motherfucker, he will bite your ass. He will come up, he'll hit. He's still physical for his small stature, but I thought that he played well, especially in coverage last year, man. So looking forward to seeing his development, man. I think we're pretty deep at corner, but he has a spot. I think he has a spot. He's going to take him a spot.
Oh, yeah.
Now, my question is, last season, didn't he get put on IR because of a knee issue? Is he healthy now and back full, or is he still recuperating?
Uh-oh. Calling Dr. West. We need to call Dr. West. I didn't even know that, Trip. You sure about that?
Wasn't he on IR at the end of last year because of a knee?
I don't know, man. I might have to look it up. We might have to look it up. I'll ask Mason.
Yeah, we're going to have to look that one up again, too. If you said, though, Trip, man, I know we had a lot of injuries going towards the end of the year where you saw guys looking good, and then, for a couple games, and then we didn't see him for a while, so could be.
I mean, because the way he was showing up on special teams and in the secondary, and then he was just gone. So it's like he's got to be hurt, but there was, never really an announcement. And then it was like I could have sworn it was IR, and it was like a left knee or right knee issue, but I could be mistaken.
Mm-hmm. You got me interested though, because I would love to see him come back to camp healthy, man. We need everybody to be pushing. Everybody.
Well, he wasn't on the injury report, so he was in camp. He's healthy now. If he did have that injury, because we know who wasn't in camp for injury. He wasn't mentioned. I think it was just Sanborn and I forget who the other player was. So and Mooney were the only two guys who were sitting out because of injury. Then later on it was Claypool, but those were the only guys who we know had injuries who missed part of camp. So I'm looking forward to him just coming into training camp healthy and ready to roll, dog.
Hey, J2K, you made the that don't use that language on the show, man. We did not steal Blackwell. we pilfered him. We pilfered that motherfucker. That's what we did.
What up, J2K, my guy?
But yeah, let's get into some Josh Blackwell. I'll show y'all a couple of particular plays that I know stuck out to the coaches. He's a dog, man. I'm just gonna tell you straight out. I'm not gonna bullshit you with fancy words. He's a dog. I kind of like this tape, but I don't. But that's little things like that's important. He's always making a play on the ball. Always. Look at that. Always there to make a play on the ball. I saw that a lot in the Buffalo game. Always there to make a play on the ball. Oh, and we got some added dimension to him. Some punt return, Sam. What?
Yeah.
See, this play right here. This play right here. This is what. Okay. Before that play rolls again, when you start, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. I get into my thing, man, when it start talking about cornerback players and nickel and things like that. That's my bag. So again, guys, I know y'all heard me say it a million times, but it's always somebody watching the show that's never seen the show. So let me say this to them. Played nickel cornerback in high school and college. Played cornerback in high school and college. Know the position like the back of my hand. I get excited when I see corners who could see. You can actually see in front of you, watch the play coming to you, the route coming to you, and be able to react to both of those things happening at the same time. Watch how quick he reacts and is able to make a play on this ball. Easy. That looks simple. Watch how he closes down on this guy and gets in the right position. See,
Right
that's what you got to have as a nickel cornerback. Close that space. Close it. Get your hand in there. Wrap a little bit. Do it outside the eyes of the referee. Close it. Close the space. Get your hand in.
You see, they wanted to pick him. He tried it. He was there. He recognized the pick coming, and he closed that space in between him and the wide receiver before that pick came. You see that other guy crossing, coming to pick him. That was supposed to be a pick. Yep.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be a little pick play.
He saw all of that happening and was able to stay in phase, close that space, and make a play. Mm-hmm. That's what you're looking for as a coach when you start looking at corners to play nickel. Can you do that? Because you're going to see more of that crossing routes than you're going to see anything else. Bunch of crossing routes. You're going to probably see 80% of that and the rest, everything else. You're going to see a lot of fucking crossing routes. Can you keep pace? Don't get picked and close on the gap. Close that gap on it. And you saw everything on that play. That's the kind of shit coaches look at and say, you know what? Let's get this guy off that practice squad. We can work with him. Mm-hmm. And he's physical, man. You got to be physical. You got to be a tackler to play nickel because when you're in the nickel, you're playing basically an extra linebacker. It's what you are as a polished up linebacker, a small linebacker. Mm-hmm. So you have to play down there in the junkyard. That's what I call the junkyard, in the front seven area. You got to play down there. It's almost unfair for a guy his size, man, but he's tough enough to do it.
Yeah, he's not afraid to throw his body out there and use and play behind those pads, man, which is good to see, man. He's a football player. Oh, yeah. I'll say that about him. He's a football player. You know, he enjoys and embraces that contact.
But the thing is, this new generation of Ryan Poles and Matt Eberflus players, name one that's not a football player or that loves to play the game.
Right.
Exactly. That's a good point, Trip, because you kind of reading my mind right now, because what sticks out to me about Josh Blackwell is his determination. You could tell he loves to be out there. He's got that dog mentality going on, and he's just determined to win on plays. Like, I seen plays last year. I think it was the Buffalo game, might have been the Green Bay game, but one of those two games, I seen plays where he should have been beat, but he was determined to close that space in between him and the receiver on a drag route across the field, because he got kind of out of whack on his break, and he caught up and was determined to make a play on the ball, and he did. Time and time again, I've seen him do that, and it's just it's hard to find guys like that, man, because some guys are just, if they get hiccup at the line of scrimmage and the receiver gets past and they kind of give up on the play.
Give up on the play. You
know
took
what I mean?
words out of my mouth. Yep. He doesn't give up on the play. Yep.
So you gotta love that about him, man. J2K is correct, man. He was pilfered, man. He was pilfered. So yeah, this guy, man. Hey, we got a good one here, man. And Kyler Gordon, as good as Kyler Gordon is, he's gonna get pushed every day in practice as long as this guy is there.
Yeah.
And you want it.
Absolutely. And that's a good problem to have, man. I'm loving the cornerbacks that we have on this roster, man. We have guys that can cover and guys that are going to come up and hit and support the run. And they're going to stop a lot of receivers from wanting to catch passes this year. I'm telling you guys, man. Our secondary is becoming a really physical secondary, similar to that Legion of Boom, man, that we saw out in, on the West Coast back in the day in Seattle. We're going to bring it.
So what do you see on that play, man? What do you see on this play right here?
I ain't see it. Go back to it again. Rewind.
All right, let me go back one more time.
Let's see.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you what this is. What did you see there?
I see that boy high pointing and getting up there.
You know what that was?
What was it?
We talking shit during the game. I said you ain't getting shit, and I meant you ain't getting shit. I hope they throw you the ball. That's the kind of shit they be talking on the field. I told you ain't getting shit.
That's what it looked like when he batted it down. He got up there too. He showed some hops there, man.
Yeah, he was like, you tried to get me. I told you you weren't getting shit, cuz. Try that shit if you want to. That's shit talking going on the field. You ain't getting shit.
Get that shit out of here. Told your ass. I told your ass.
You gotta love it. This cat played with so much determination, man. I just love this dude, man.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that. That's cocky right there.
Yep.
That's cocky. That's what you need to play cornerback. You got to be that kind of mindset. You have to have that kind of mindset to be effective at the job. You got to be cocky. You got to be that dude that's out there, man. Dude, quit talking shit to me. I want them to throw you the ball. I'm going to leave you open. I'm going to close and take that motherfucker from you. You ain't getting shit.
You still hit like a bitch, motherfucker.
I like the chat. I like what the chat's saying, man. They said it was rejected. No, man. They called him the rejector. That's the new nickname for Blackwell. We're going to call him the rejector.
Man, that shit was
the rejector.
The more and more you watch Josh Blackwell, the more and more you would like. Man, I'm telling you, Josh Blackwell is no chump out there, man. He's a dog. A dog. I'd love to have him on the show too, Josh. Hey, if you can hear me right now, bro, come to the Nomad Network. You can come to either one of these shows, Nomad at Night, Nomad Live, man. We got a lot of love for you over here, and we're going to do nothing but be positive for you guys, man. I'm going to show them the good stuff. I'm not going to try to pick on you, try to find bad plays on you. Everybody's going to have bad plays. I'm going to show you what you can do. I'm going to show everybody what you can do well. So that's how it's going to be on the Nomad Network. Team friendly. But yeah, that's it, man. That's what we got, man. Those are a few more. We're gonna bring some more guys up to be highlighted as we go along. We're gonna do another part of this series, more what we call them, Camp Underdogs. We're gonna do more on this series, yeah, and start moving up the roster a little bit.
Prepare everyone for the preseason, man, because I tell you guys, we got to watch the entire game in the preseason, not just the first half or the first quarter or however long Justin Fields and the first team offense is going to play. It's going to be worth watching every snap of the preseason games, man, because you don't know who's going to stand out. You don't know who's going to make the team, man. I'm telling you, we got some dogs, some guys who are going to fight for position, and that's what you want from your entire roster is guys to fight for position. I might be third string right now, but come preseason, we're gonna see what third string can do. And then next game, I might move up to second string. And then the game after that, hell, I might be challenging this starter depending on how he's playing. So everyone has a chance, man. This roster isn't set. Positions are earned and not given. So we're gonna see who's gonna earn their spot.
I think they loaded up this team with a bunch of dudes that's ready to scrap. Like Mike Tyson when he first got his boxing license back, he was ready to get out, man. He was ready to get down. And I think they got a team full of hungry cats, and that can't be understated. They got a team full of hungry dudes. And it's a lot of competition out there. It's like I keep telling people over and over again, you look at that roster and look at that depth chart any way you want to look at it. But I guarantee if you don't come away with that's a whole bunch of competition, then you're not looking at it the right way. Because they're gonna push each other out there, man. And from what I hear, every time I hear people go to the podium, everybody's got the right mindset. Everybody loves being around each other. They love playing with each other, challenging each other, and pushing each other. And they ready to scrap. And so you that kind of thing, those kind of little nuggets like that, the nuance to team dynamics, man, that is that I can't express to people enough. That is important, man. That is so important. The fact that these cats like to be around each other, man, and have to spend that much time together. Man, I just can't wait for the season, man. I got a lot of high hopes for this team, and I believe they are warranted, man.